One day, they make you feel completely wanted. They message first. They ask about your day. They talk as if they cannot wait to see you again. Then, without warning, something changes. Their replies become shorter. Their warmth disappears. The plans they seemed excited about suddenly feel uncertain. You wonder whether you imagined the connection. Then, just as you begin to step back, they return. They are affectionate again, present again, interested again. And the cycle starts over. This is what hot and cold behavior in dating can feel like. It does not simply leave you confused. It keeps you emotionally waiting for the warm version of them to return. Hot and cold behavior happens when someone repeatedly moves between closeness and distance. They may be deeply attentive for several days, then suddenly withdraw. They may talk about a future with you, but avoid making clear plans. They may act emotionally connected in person, then become unavailable afterward. The difficult part is not only the inconsistency, it is the contrast. The warm moments feel so meaningful that the cold moments become something you try to explain away. You tell yourself they are stressed. Maybe they are afraid of intimacy. Maybe they need more time. Any of those things could be true, but understanding the reason does not automatically make the pattern healthy for you. Emma met Daniel at a small weekend event. Their first conversation felt easy. Daniel was attentive. He remembered what she said. He asked thoughtful questions, and he seemed genuinely interested in her life. During the next 2 weeks, they spoke almost every day. He sent messages in the morning. He shared small details from his day. He made plans without Emma needing to ask. Emma felt calm around him. There was no guessing. Then, after a particularly close evening together, Daniel became distant. His messages slowed down. His tone changed. Nothing dramatic happened. There was simply less of him, and because there was no clear explanation, Emma began searching for one. At first, Emma tried to remain reasonable. She reminded herself that people get busy. She focused on work. She spent time with friends. She avoided sending another message too quickly. But the silence felt different because Daniel had created such a strong rhythm before it. By the third day, Emma was no longer thinking only about the unanswered message. She was reviewing the entire connection. Had she shared too much? Had the evening felt more meaningful to her than it had to him? Was Daniel pulling away because she had become emotionally available? Then, just as Emma began accepting that his interest might have changed, Daniel returned. His message was warm, playful, and completely normal. Daniel said he had missed talking to Emma. He blamed a stressful week, and the familiar warmth returned. They talked for hours. A few days later, he planned another thoughtful date. Emma wanted to believe the distance had been temporary. But soon after, he pulled away again. This time, the silence hurt more because she knew how good his attention could feel. The mind naturally searches for emotional patterns. Predictability helps us feel safe. Hot and cold behavior does the opposite. You never know which version of the person you will receive. So every message, delay, and change in tone feels important. One warm moment can feel more valuable after distance. The affection may not be deeper. It simply feels stronger because relief is mixed into it. Psychology calls this intermittent reinforcement. A reward that appears unpredictably can hold our attention more strongly than one that appears consistently. When affection returns only sometimes, hope rises. Then the person withdraws, and we try harder to restore the connection. Over time, we may start chasing the return of affection instead of asking whether the relationship feels safe. When someone becomes cold, we often ask what we did wrong. Blaming ourselves can create the illusion of control. Emma thought she could fix Daniel's distance by becoming more relaxed, patient, and careful. But she was no longer evaluating his behavior. She was evaluating herself. She measured every message and avoided normal questions. She became careful instead of comfortable. Hot and cold behavior can come from fear, emotional unavailability, or not knowing what someone wants. Understanding that may create compassion. But compassion does not require you to remain in an unstable pattern. Someone can have a valid reason for withdrawing and still be unable to offer the relationship you need. Their pain may explain the behavior, but it does not erase the impact on you. Pause for a moment. When this person returns, do you feel truly connected or mostly relieved? Relief can feel like love after days of anxiety, but relief and security are not the same. Security does not require painful distance before closeness appears. Ask yourself, am I enjoying this relationship as it is, or am I waiting for the warm version of this person to become permanent? Do not judge the relationship only by its best moments. A beautiful date and a loving conversation can be real, but they are not the whole pattern. Look at what happens before and after. Does warmth lead to consistency, or is it followed by withdrawal? Healthy relationships are not perfect, but they repair disconnection. Trust the whole pattern, not only the moments you wish would continue. When someone pulls away, you may try to compensate. You send warmer messages, become more available, and hide your needs. But if their distance always makes you work harder, the relationship becomes unbalanced. Do not punish them or play games. Simply stop doing the emotional work for both people. Let their next action show whether they are willing to return with care and clarity. You do not need to analyze the pattern forever. At some point, clarity requires a conversation. Emma could say, "I enjoy spending time with you, but the shift between closeness and distance has been confusing. I am looking for something more consistent. What are you genuinely available for?" Then watch the response. Clear words matter, but the behavior that follows matters even more. Boundaries often reveal what attention cannot. Emma stopped sending extra messages to restore the connection. She stayed kind, but stopped pretending the pattern did not affect her. A healthy boundary might sound like, "I understand you need space sometimes, but disappearing without communication does not work for me." A boundary is not a way to make someone chase you. It shows what you can continue. Emotional safety is often quieter than chemistry. It may not create dramatic highs, but it gives you something more lasting. You can enjoy someone without constantly monitoring their interest. A delayed reply does not feel like rejection. Honesty does not feel dangerous. There is still excitement and attraction, but underneath it, there is steadiness. Healthy love gives your emotions a safer place to exist. Not every inconsistent pattern means you must leave immediately. Some people recognize their behavior and genuinely work to change it. Real change is more than an apology. It looks like clearer communication, following through on plans, and becoming more consistent over time. Do not look only for awareness. Look for effort, especially when closeness becomes difficult. The pattern may not be changing if the same conversation keeps repeating. They withdraw. You explain how it affects you. They apologize, become affectionate, then pull away again. Their reasons may sound valid, but nothing becomes different. Another sign is when your needs are treated as pressure. At that point, the confusion may not be accidental. It may be the only relationship they are willing to offer. Before sending another message during a cold phase, pause. Ask yourself, am I reaching out because I want to connect, or because I need the anxiety to stop? A message from Panic silently asks, "Please make me feel safe again. Take a walk, finish your work, or call someone you trust." Let the urgency settle, then decide whether reaching out still feels honest. The most painful part of hot and cold behavior may not be the distance. It is the promise hidden inside every return. Each warm moment says, "This is who we could be," but a relationship cannot be built only from possibility. Someone may feel strongly about you and still be unable to love you consistently. Both can be true. Seeing that does not make the connection meaningless. It makes it clear. You do not need to chase the warm version of someone through every cold phase. Ask for clarity. Observe the response. Then trust the pattern that follows. Healthy love may move slowly, but it does not repeatedly make you question whether you matter. The right connection will meet you with honesty, effort, and care. Subscribe to Reluvio for more videos about dating psychology and healthy love.